Hey everyone, Chris with Coalition Gaming here, and today we have a very special build in collaboration with the Tech Fam. Before we get started with this video, we would like to thank NVIDIA for making all of this possible, as well as the whole Tech Fam, especially those that are part of this collaboration, that being Oztalks Hardware, Tech by Matt, Toasty Bros, Nerd on a Budget, Tech Always, JD Tech Gear, Zach's Tech Turf, and especially Scattervault. So the goal with this collab was to build the ultimate budget ray tracing computer under $600. And when the graphics card is already over half that budget, it doesn't leave a lot of space. Kind of a lofty goal, right? So the rules of this collaboration stipulated that we cannot go over $250 on the budget for the computer. And this has to be something that all of you out there can also repeat. So no local use stuff like from Craigslist, OfferUp, stuff like that. That means the sites we're going to be using are sites like eBay, Amazon, and Newegg. But more than anything, this has to be repeatable. This has to be something that any of you guys out there watching can do at home. So for me, I thought, what better build to use than my ultimate budget go-to, the venerable HP Z400 budget build. So for specific details on how I do my HP Z400 builds, there'll be a link right up here, also a link down in the description. We have a full build tutorial on this. But for today, we're going to be using this HP Z400 with the 6-core CPU, and I'll go over more of the specs right now. So the graphics card we're using is the RTX 2060. This is the cheapest graphics card that will enable you to get ray tracing features, and thus the reason for the ultimate budget ray tracing build. And going over the cost of the build that I actually came up with, we have the HP Z400 motherboard. I got that off of eBay for $40. Then I have 12 gigs of DDR3 1066 RAM. That'll be in triple channel. Each stick factored to about, let me check my notes here, RAM, let's see, about $3-ish a stick. And then we have the CPU in it. That's a Xeon W3690. It's a 6-core, 12-thread CPU unlocked, which will play a factor later on. And that was a $70 CPU. Got that on eBay using the best offer function. It was listed for $80. Try to save that money anywhere you can. Offered $70, and they went with it. The cooler we're using is a Deepcool GAMX 300. And the GAMX 300, again referencing my notes here, was $17.20. So not the best price on the cooler, but it is decently capable for what it is. For RGB and functionality, we have a RGB fan, 120 mil, something off of Amazon that was right about $15, and then a 500 gigabyte, 7200 RPM hard drive that was for $13.50. And then the last two things after that, we have an EVGA power supply. This was scored using the EVGA Midweek Madness sales, so it was a 500 watt unit for about $24 after tax and shipping. And then finally, the case is a brand new Rosewell Tierfing case off of Newegg, and this came out to just about $34. So then we end up with a grand total of just about $240, right under that $250 limit. So now that I've gone over all the parts, let's get to building. So one important thing though with this HP Z400 setup is that it doesn't use a standard 24-pin ATX pinout on its motherboard for power. If you were to plug a 24-pin ATX PSU into it, it wouldn't turn on. You actually need to route 12 volt to 2 different pins on it. That's it, just 2 little pins. What I do is I get this little $5 adapter and then I solder the connections. Super easy. Again, the specifics behind these will be linked in the tutorial video that we have down below, but you can also just buy these already pre-made, and that will also be linked in that video that I'm talking about. So let's get back to it. So one thing I maybe didn't mention on the CPU is that we used Intel XTU to overclock it to 4 gigahertz on all cores. The Z400 platform is a locked HP platform. You couldn't traditionally overclock on one of these. However, if you throw an unlocked processor on it, there is a chance, not a guarantee, that Intel XTU or something like throttle stop can also overclock it. It's very, very brute force though. There's no voltage adjustment or anything like that. You just set the multiplier and then you're good to go. In this case, the multiplier of 30 brought us up to 4 gigahertz on the CPU, which is really nice. So something else I wanted to talk about with all that is that now a few things have changed since we originally shot the video. Brian from Tech Yes City is going to be judging the competition. So that's really cool. Brian checking out one of my Xeon builds. I'm excited for that. And then by this point, you guys have probably already seen the benchmarks. I was told that they should be included in our main build video, not in a separate video for you guys to see on another channel. So yeah, they're in this video now. So sorry for this little interruption. Make sure you go check out the final video on Brian's channel, Tech Yes City. And again, make sure to check out all the other YouTubers involved. So again, the links to everybody's channels will be linked in the description below, as well as the parts list for this one. So this is a repeatable build, easily repeatable. So again, all the parts linked in the description below, as well as a tutorial video that will show you how to put one of these together, and really awesome on a budget. So special thanks to the tech fam, especially Mark from Scattervolt. Thank you for organizing this. This is an awesome little collaboration that we've got going on here. So again, thank you everyone. Hopefully you guys like this video. Check out our related videos that will be right over here, I believe, actually over here. And subscribe to the channel. We always got more coming. Join our Discord. All links and stuff like that for our Instagram, Twitter, and all that will be linked in the description below. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.